built the studio around this next Gojira record. You know, each time we have to make a record, we have to think what's going to be the configuration, who are we going to work with, who's going to be the engineer, who's going to be the producer, who's going to mix it. And this time the big question was, where are we going to settle down and write and record? Since I moved to New York a couple of years ago, now we have two headquarters. With the studio, now we have a headquarters in America. We have our French headquarters where we always rehearsed and composed our stuff. Right. So now we have another one. That's, I think, what we needed at this point, because it's good to have two different places. Yeah. And the studio is, at first we just wanted to find a room and make it nice and buy the minimum to just be able to record. But thanks to some of my friends' help, especially a friend of mine called Jamie Hertz, who lives in Atlanta, who has a lot of gear. He said, you can have my gear for like 2 years or something, because he's not going to use his studio for a while. So anyway, I got a lot of support from that guy, and which allowed us to use the advance of the record company to build a real studio. And working a lot ourselves. I mean, Mario and me putting fiberglass for days, for weeks, and carrying, I mean, it was crazy. In the middle of the process, we were like, what the fuck are we doing? But in the end, it's a beautiful studio, and we did the drum tracks already, the recording of the drums, and it sounds really good, really perfect. That's what we wanted. Yeah. Nice. There is light in this world I fight
for. The drums are done, the guitars, part of the guitars, almost all the guitars are done also. So we miss the bass and the vocals for now. Yeah, at this point. Because we were supposed to record around February, something like this, but we made a statement of the songs in February, and we thought the songs were not enough good, so we decided to let's put this song in a trash. We were super picky, like never we did that by the past. We work on each song super hard, and usually we have 10 songs, we record 10 songs, and that's it. This time we were so picky that we decided around February to just, no, let's push the limits, let's do another song, maybe better song. And Joe brought some crazy ideas, and I brought some cool ideas too, and together we built 4 new songs we thought were better than the 4 other, so we pushed the recording process, and we start, finally we start in April. Okay. So it's why we couldn't finish everything. Because we had this tour also, the summer tour planned, 3 months on the road. Right. So we had 2 options. We can cancel the summer tour, but we didn't want
that
to.
That was not an option, really.
So finally, we did the drums and the guitars. Right. Forgot to create your own
life. We're thinking early next year. We were aiming for October this year, but like Mario said, we had to push the recording. I think the difficulty was Mario brought a lot of ideas on the table, very challenging drum patterns. It's less complicated than before. It's more, I want to say it's more straight to the point. That's what we're doing since we started. We're getting rid of layers and complicated things just to keep the core of the idea. There's always an idea behind the song, and sometimes it gets it gets too crowded. So we're trying to keep the core of each idea. So the energy that Mario has, it's a big signature for our band. Gojira, the drum patterns and the double kick stuff, and I have my own impulse. So it's mainly Mario and me composing. I think the fans know that, and one of the biggest difficulty is to come together on these songs and to create something that, okay, we both feel like this is it, this is the song, you know?
Yeah.
It took a while to get there. Sometimes on previous albums, Mario wouldn't be totally satisfied, you know, on like 3-4 songs, and for me, I'm like, nah, this song is just like a drum solo with guitars on it, you know? And this time, I think we really found something, a balance.
Good balance.
Very powerful and exciting.
Nice.
Yeah, we're very excited with the new record. I was talking to Jens Kidman the other day, Meshuggah, and after the gig in Milan, we played a gig in Milan and the Sonosphere. The crowd was a bit packed and it was very hot, and we didn't have a great experience on stage, and that's it's a scenario that we have very often in festivals. There's like full sun on our face, so to play this music, it's a dark kind of music, and we need the light show, especially Meshuggah, they have this amazing light show, but for us it's a bit the same. We don't want to show our faces all the time, struggling and stuff. We want to create an atmosphere. So that would be the main con of, you know, playing a festival. The sound also, if there's just a bit of wind, the sound is blown. So most of the time we're a bit frustrated in festivals, unless it's perfect conditions and it's like the light is not too, it's not too bright, or we're not playing too early. But the pros there's so many pros also, you know, playing in front of so many people and meeting all these great bands backstage, the bigger bands like FESTVAL, Metallica, and stuff like that. Yeah. For me, Meshuggah was definitely, I was able to experience the full show, and it was indoor as well, so that we had the lights. It was in Munich, in Germany, and I was just blown away. And at the end of the show, I was completely mesmerized. I was watching them, and this dude just ran into me with a microphone and bawled. I was like, who is this guy? He looks like Jens from, and it was him. It was Meshuggah's singer. He came and he hugged me. He was like, rah, 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 rah. And he was screaming in the microphone, hugging me. That was the weirdest experience. I was in the crowd. He just went all the way around, and then he went in the crowd, and that was awesome. For me, that was the highlight of the summer so far.
Cool. Nice.
It depends, you know. I'm super old school, so probably Chaos AD from Sepultura is my best album ever.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah. So I know it's super old school, but I love so many bands. But if I have to choose one album, it's probably Chaos AD.
Cool. You too, Joe?
I was thinking the same actually. We talked about Chaos AD a lot lately because it seems like what we're doing right now with our album would be our Chaos AD, you know? It's we are reinventing our style, our music somehow. We're getting older also. I think we don't want to waste energy on things that are not absolutely necessary in a song. So we go straight to the point, and Chaos AD is the perfect album to picture that.